it's Lisa. For today's page, I have 4 photos. They are cropped to 3x3 size, and they are of my stepdaughter's children and I doing a little scrapbooking project. She thought it would be fun for us to try to, do some scrapbooking together. Now the little boy is about 3.5 and the little girl is 2. So, and the first thing she did, she had a page kit all laid out on the table, and then the first thing she did was uncap glue sticks and give them glue sticks. So you can imagine that we didn't get a whole lot of scrapbooking done, but they had a lot of fun anyway. So it's got me playing, showing them how to do different things or trying to, but it was fun. And I thought we would use the title FB of A, or no, FS of A. Like the FBLA for, Future Business Leaders of America. We're going to have Future Scrapbookers of America for our title. I have some paper here from the Highline collection. I have very little of that collection left, but the colors are really great. And because we're doing scrapbooking with kids, I thought this would be a fun page to use stickers. So I have gobs of stickers. I had some from the Highline collection and another collection of Basic Gray that had some different things I thought we could use on it. This one had just like this little scissors, and I pulled out anything that had the right colors and maybe something that would be relevant. So we're going to do, this is almost one of those sticker sneeze pages where we're going to put a lot of stickers and maybe some other kinds of embellishments all in this area along here on the bottom. So we'll do some groupings down there and try to make a fun page that's relevant to the topic. Now, for my title, I need those initials, and when I did the videos for the summer, the beginning and the ending one where I showed you some of the products that I had that I wanted to use up, I have this box of letters where I have all the ABs and the CDs and the EFs and so forth of the different letters, and some of these were really large letters to begin with, and others of them were things that I've just kind of broken down from different sets. So I'm going to be looking for some certain letters here. I need an F.
I felt like I didn't need that script font, that I really needed more of a block or a serif font for this. Now the A is the most challenging because I use up my A's pretty quickly, but I did find one. I'll have to take the top off of it, and then I'm going to paint them. I've got some distress paint in Picked Raspberry, I think is the color. And it's a new one. I tend to sort of glob up those sponge dauber parts. I usually pour the paint out, but this is a new one, so the sponge dauber part still works really well. So when I get the top off of it, sorry about my head there, I didn't get that cropped out, then I will just put some pink paint over all 3 of these letters. And the sponge dauber makes it go really fast. And once that dries, I may add a little bit more to it. My sketches are always 6 inches when they're printed out, so you can take any item on there and double the measurement to know how large it needs to be. This paper needed to be 7 by 12. And I'm going to need a border sticker to go on the top row, and I've got lots to choose from in my various sticker sheets. Kind of like that pink one there. I was looking at some that went with the collection, but I think this pink one went the best. I think that sticker sheet is one that was part of a giveaway or something I got one time, maybe from 2Ps. That's how long I've had it. So it's good to get to use that. Now I'm getting out some wax paper so that I can lay out my stickers. And I just want to get a whole bunch of stickers, things that I think will be relevant to what I'm doing here. I like those little banners. I'm not sure about them at this point. Definitely want the scissors. There's some others that are cute in that collection, but they didn't always have the right colors. These are Basic Gray. This one has a whole bunch of stars. I just hadn't decided at this point whether I wanted to use those stars or not. I don't end up using them, but they were there. And I pulled out some word stickers too that I might add to some of the labels. Alright, I feel like these need a little bit more to them, so I thought I would add, just sponge on some Melon Mambo ink. It's also a pinkish colored ink, but a little bit darker. And I started working right on top of my background paper, which is some more mustard cardstock, and I moved it out of the way because I was very quickly getting ink where I didn't want it to be. Sometimes I stamp the letters after I paint them, but I was just trying to do this quick and simple. You might can tell from my voice I have a cold, so this was one of those pages where I didn't want to spend hours and hours on it. Alright, there we have Future Scrapbookers of America that I printed on some more mustard cardstock, so it just sort of lays on the top. Once upon a time I had a wide format printer, and I could print directly on my backgrounds, but it became way more costly to maintain than it was worth, that particular type of printer I had, so I just went back to doing things like printing on the same color cardstock as my background, or maybe splitting the paper. I could have done that in this case. I could have split that more mustard, cut it down in the back behind the other paper, and sent it through the printer, but again, I didn't want to spend a ton of time on this today. I did decide to use the little banners. I'm just sort of layering up the stickers, starting with some that I like, the hello one that I particularly liked, and the giggle one, and and then putting and kind of building from there, and then putting a few other stickers on the photos. So I never counted the total number of stickers, but I got quite a few in. I'm not a big sticker person, but I do tend to accumulate them sometimes from kits and things. So it's nice to have those as a fun addition to the page. And I added a couple of wood veneer pieces that sort of breaks up the idea of stickers. This arrow kept getting moved around. It ends up over on the left side before I'm done. I had a lot of orange. I kind of got really hooked on orange here. And I went and got one more sticker. I needed something to fill in a space there, and that's a crepe paper one. I think it was from a Christmas collection, but you can't tell. And it's going to need some of those words. And these particular words from my minds, I happen to have different relatives, so it had brother and sister. So I could put that on their pictures. And I ended up doing them both in yellow at first, and then I went back and changed one of them to orange. And put a couple of other words on that one sticker. The sticker on the far right is going to have the date on it. And that little flower there, that wood flower, it ended up falling on the floor, and I forgot all about it until I completed the page. So I didn't end up using the wood flower, but I used the other pieces. The last thing I want to add here, two things. I feel like the top is a little dull and needs something, so I'm going to do some more sponging, and I'm using more mustard ink on top of more mustard cardstock, which gives it a nice tone-on-tone look, and just sort of filling in those corners. Could mist something there, stencil something, lots of things you could do with a blank corner like that. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of this Lawn Fawn trim or twine, and the cheating way to do this is to tape to the back of one side and then pull them across and tape on the other side, so you don't have to wrap around the paper. And then you can just take a piece and tie a bow around both pieces.
Okay, and our page is already done. This went really, really fast. I moved this arrow sticker over here since I had so much stuff on this side, and I'm going to put the date in here, just glued on a couple of pieces of wood veneer, and then spread a few of the stickers out onto the photos, And so we have our cute page with a cute title, got our story captured here, and as I say, it was a really fast page using the cardstock background, a little bit of pattern paper, and a lot of stickers. So I'll probably add a little bit of glossy accents to this to keep that from uncurling, and that's about it. So you can find the sketch over on my blog, along with a link to last year and the year before sketchbooks. And I hope, if you're not already a subscriber, that you'll subscribe if you like the video. I always love to get a thumbs up because that helps YouTube advance my channel. So thank you again for watching today.